All right, guys, this is what we're working on. This is what you're going to see on Wednesday, but I didn't want to show this to you until Wednesday. All right. My buddy's here, Vic. We're going to throw one of those hockey stripes on here, all the way down. Now, you're going to have to bear with us, because I think we've done this maybe once. All right, so hopefully it comes out okay. So most likely this is going to be time-lapse, and you're not going to hear us talking, because there's going to be a lot of cursing, I'm sure. All right, so here we go. You want to take those out individually?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess, because just never do it.
Yeah, I mean, you only want to do it once, and so you don't have to order another one.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know which side is the outside and which side's the inside.
What do you mean? Oh, like the...
Which is the side that goes to the car?
So, the way I think this works is when you peel this, going this way, the sticky side is going to be on the bottom. This is going to be a sticky side.
All right, so this goes against the car.
Yes.
All right, so the smooth side goes to the car. So this is the passenger side then.
Okay, perfect. So
I'm guessing.
So that's the passenger side? All right, so this is how I did
No,
it.
wait, hold on. This is the smooth, this is the...
Yeah, under here is going to be the sticky side.
You got this side. You got the right side, I'm sorry.
All right, sweet. The way I did is I would just line it up, and then I would just throw a little masking tape on it, and I would do it half at a time. So I would just put like one right in the middle, and I put one right here, and then we would just peel it back, and then basically cut it open. You know, this
Just work it back a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll do, this will be basically like 2 sections. We'll cut it up to here, and and then when we peel it back, we'll just make sure get the little paper under there out.
Okay. All right, I'll grab some tape if you want.
Sweet.
And then I'll show you on the end, because on the end it ends somewhere. I'll show you.
Yeah, remember John?
Yeah, it's a split.
I can't remember how we did it. I
It's-
knew we didn't
'cause-
cut it up against the car.
No. You know this, because this is something that you very rarely do. All right, you see this line right here? This outer line?
Mhm.
This outer line ends somewhere over here. So like when this goes on, whoops. I know it goes, let me see. We're probably gonna have to cut this tighter so we can get I'm gonna slide it forward a little bit, a little more. This should go, this is gonna go right here. I'm guessing right here. Yeah, this will get stopped right here. And then that's the piece that catches here.
Double piece of tape right there.
All right, hold on. It's gotta go a hair back. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm gonna split the emblem. I think that's it. Front to back is perfect. Now this has got to come up higher. I gotta bring it up higher because it's right on top. I just gotta see where it is. Gotta go up more. Can we cut this line almost even across here so I can line it up better? Yeah. I'm gonna let you do that. Sorry.
Oh.
You could be, a little far away from it. You been drinking? Holy cow! Holy cow! Man, that was a sobriety test. You failed. Here we go. Let's see if we can put this on. Holy cow! Cops are gonna be knocking on the door now. Who's got it? Made that squiggly line. Well, not the guy that couldn't do it to begin with. I tell you that. This will go there.
Yeah, I did the ski online yesterday.
Oh, you did? Good. Yeah. Excellent. Does it look like it's got to go? Let's see. Let's get crazy. Let's get a tape measure. I don't mean to hold you up.
Not hold me up at all.
All right, so it's an inch. That's perfect right there. We can throw a piece of tape on that. If you want to hold just that mark right there. Thanks, dude. Just for now, we can. I'd rather put too much tape on than you just throw the tape away, whatever you don't need.
Okay.
I'm guessing these are two of the same. These lines, they look the
Yeah,
same.
I don't think they're really new. Actually, I think they might actually.
Oh, no. Here. Take a look. I think they should be the same.
Oh, yeah. Just 6 on this side?
Yeah, don't make me nervous.
So how far back is this?
No, it comes way to me. Way to me. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop right there, go down. Okay. I just have to, I think this is, I got to get the measurement on this back here. Here, hold on, I got a picture of it, of where this line is supposed to stop. And it stops like, I don't know if it's 3 fingers or 2 fingers to the back. Oh, it's on my phone. Sorry. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, I just had to measure something to see where that stripe goes, where it stops by the door handle. We'll get this. Okay. You got it, okay. Oh, here it is. Look what we do with it. I'll give you that. You want to work this end? I'll work this end. Or you work that? Either way.
I guess we're going off your fingers. You mentioned
Yeah,
that.
okay. I think this should be, I'm going right here. With 3 fingers from the handle. You could cut that back a little bit. You could,
Yeah, we trim this.
trim it to just as long as you leave enough to hook it around. That's all you need. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry, I just want to make sure this goes in the right spot. And then every picture that you look at, they're in different spots, no matter what you look at. So even with the templates and stuff that you get, they're all depending on the manufacturer. This looks right. This looks like it's right on. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go on this side over here. And we're going to do the same thing. And fingers crossed, it'll come out okay. All righty, here we go. are you guys? Oh, I've known Nick since he was a little kid. Nick and my son grew up together, and he had a detailing shop. So I asked him, I said, can you give me a hand just putting one of these decals on this car? It's like, sure, I'll come over, I'll give you a hand, Al. So it was really nice of him. It's his day off. So it was nice of him to spend his time, over here doing this on his day off. So actually, we peel this away, and we wipe this down. The whole car is nice, was wiped down, but we're going to wipe it down again. He just feels more comfortable doing it, and I appreciate it. I really like the color of this car. What's the matter?
No.
Why are you laughing? Because I'm talking to myself?
No. Excited to see how this turns out.
All right. You just tell me what you need me to do.
So I guess I'll just unpeel it.
Yeah, okay, I'll let you. bring this up? And then... Okay, you can go down. Beautiful. That's it? Good. Okay. All right, just stop for a second, showing you where we are. Got the chrome trim on, undercoated everything underneath here. Did the same thing on the other side. My son, he's putting these bumperettes on this bumper right here. And I didn't want to use the original bumper. I could have used it, but I think the car is just a little bit too clean to use a scratched up bumper and everything. So I got a pretty nice bumper. It's brand new, but it's got a little floor in it here and there, so I got a little bit better of a price on it, and you'll never be able to tell. Right here. So it should look good when it's done, when it's on the car. So I just wanted to stop, show you where we are, and we're going to keep plugging away. Okay, here we go. All right, so the back trim is on. The front trim, these bolts right here, I know what's going to happen when I go to take them off. They're just going to snap and spin around and do absolutely nothing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the chrome trim and I'm going to notch around every one of these. I'm going to slide it in, and then I'll use the same zip screws I used on the back. I'll use them in the front. It's cheating a little bit, but I know what's going to happen. It happens all the time. You go to take these out and they just snap. Then what do you do? So it's kind of like, I'm going to say path of least resistance, but you still get the same appearance. All right, so that's what I'm going to be working on now. So if you see me sitting there cutting and like trimming away with snips and stuff, that's what I'm working on. Okay, here we go. Let's trim this. I hate doing this, but there's taking those screws out. It's just not going to work. I've tried it 100 times. Oh, you know what I might do? Let me try something different. I don't want to be around here. Whoa. Yeah, that'll work a little bit. Ooh, I think this looks nicer. All right, so we got the wheel well trim and the spears on. Oh, and the hockey stripe right there, which I happen to love. I got to be honest with you. There you go. We still got to put the louvers on, and I'll show you how to do that. I got a template. I took an original louver and I cut the studs off, and then I drilled through the center of the studs all the way out through the other side. So you take it and you just lay it in place, and it gives you your marks. Now you just drill it from the other side back in. So, all right, so we'll put the wheel well trim on here. We'll put the spears on, and we'll do the front wheel well trim up there. I love the stripe. All righty, give me a minute. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I figured we'll throw these on now. We'll try to get as much of the chrome as we can get on here before the end of the day. This is actually the course of like a day and a half, this videotaping, because I didn't stay late the other day because I'm waiting on a package that I need to finish this. So I figured, let me just keep plugging away. We'll get the trim on, and hopefully that package will be here soon. And oh, another thing we got to do are these louvers. And it's always exciting when you got to drill into fresh paint. And I know you guys are probably like, ah, why don't you just drill the holes out before you send it out? I'll tell you a story. I had done that once, actually a few times, you know, with a few different shops. And what ends up happening is they always end up skim coating over the holes, and now you got to try to find them. So I saved myself the aggravation, and I just let them paint it. And hopefully, knock on wood, I'm not going to say it because, you know, every time you say something, it's like, oh, I should have never said it. And what I was going to say is I haven't had a problem yet. So really, what could possibly go wrong now? So that's the reason why normally, yeah, you would definitely pre-drill all the holes and dry fit everything to make sure everything fit good. But too many times, you know, there's, you know, communications lost between the body guy and you know, even Joe, you know, and I get it, you know, they don't do too many of these old cars. So, you know, for them to see the holes, they just cover it up. So unless you're right on top of them. You know, so what I'm going to try to do with Cali. Oh, I went to go see Cali, by the way, to see the progress on what's going on with that. And I'll show you. At the end of the day, I'll show you a video of Cali. And it's actually, I got to say, Cali's starting to look really, really good. It's a neat little car. So I can't wait to get that car back. But enough babbling. Here we go. Okay, so the chrome trim is on. Now we get to do the exciting stuff. We get to try to put these on without damaging anything. I'm going to show you the way I do it. Here's an old louver right here. So what I did was I cut the pins off in the back and I drilled through the center of them, all the way out the other side. I take a 5/64 bit. I drilled it through. So now I know my 5/64 bit is going to be my pilot bit. So let me put this down over here and I'm going to show you. This is how I do it. I'm sure there's a million other ways you could do it. They sell templates and everything like that. So I found this to be the easiest. Yeah, let's see. All right. These basically can only sit in one spot. It'll slide around a little bit, but you basically get, there it is. It just fits like a glove. So now I have my pilot holes. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. So, you know, it's really, really kind of straightforward, you know, because you really can't, there's no other way you could put it on here, you know. it just sits like in this little pocket. So you can adjust it up and down a little bit to fine tune it, but for the most part, it's ready to go right there. So that's kind of my little cheat code on this. So I've been doing it on every car I use this, and I also have a template for here, and I'll show you when I do the scripts. I'll show you how I do those too, and then you can add the SS emblems to it and everything. I had an original fender. It was on my Camaro originally. Then it went to Toasty, but I had taken the template off the original fender, the Super Sport fender, and this way I wasn't kind of guessing. I took a real SS fender and I took all the tracings off of that onto a piece of cardboard, thin cardboard, and I've been using that ever since, and it's never failed me. But you know me, I could babble forever. Here we go. All right. I also put a piece of tape across here. So sometimes when you drill, the metal that you're drilling through will curl up and it'll start spinning around here, so it just kind of protects the paint. So, all right, let's see what we can do with it. I'm not going to lie, I'm nervous. Every time I do this. Like I say, just finally, you find like moving around a little bit and you'll start to feel it fits right into a pocket. And I think that's it right there. Front to back. It's right there. Yep, I'm real good with that. Yeah. All right, let's tear it off like a Band-Aid. All right. When you drill these, start out with a really small bit and slowly work your way up. I believe it's a 1/4 inch. Yeah, I write it right on there. That's the last biggest bit you're going to use is a 1/4 inch. So, and then I'll leave it like this, sticking up in the air, knowing that that's my last one. And I'll just work my way up through these bits. Because believe it or not, you're generating heat. When you push on this, even though it's light, every light hole that you drill, when you press it, it'll leave a slight indentation between the pressing on it and then the heating of the drill bit. So, it's just little things that I found out, just through looking at something going, oh boy, I can't believe you can see that dip in there. So I just go a little bit at a time. So we'll see how this goes. Oh boy, I'm not gonna lie, I am nervous. All right. Now you just work your way up. A little bit at a time. This is going to take forever, so I'm just going to fast forward this, but you kind of get the idea. And then what I do, I don't know how you guys, big guys do it. I can screw the back of these on without taking the door panel off. If you're a big guy, you're going to have to take the inside panel off. Because I could get my arm through this vent. It hurts, I'm not going to lie, but I'm able to at least tighten up the screws on the back of those louvers. So, but I'll show you. Enough babbling. Here we go. All right, and there it is. Now we're just going to get my arm in there to get to the screws. But I'll get it. All righty, so I'm just going to fast forward this, go around the other side, do the other side, and, just keep moving forward. Actually, I'll probably sit here and fight with this a little bit. Let me get my arm in there, and I'll show you how I struggle. Okay, give me a minute. All right, let's struggle with this for a minute. It's tight, but I can get in there. And it's crazy too. Years ago, me and my stories. Years ago, when I was younger, I used to frame houses. I used to work for a builder, and I started doing my own thing. So I used to do a lot of construction. And back then, when you used to swing a hammer, it was crazy because I'm righty, so my right forearm was always bigger than my left just from swinging a hammer. So when I stick my arm in this side, it's a little tighter for me. When I do the driver's side, I use my left arm, and I got a lot more room. It's crazy. So that's me. That's my little story. You know me, I'm a story guy. So believe it or not, I got all these screws on here. Now we just got to just make them snug, and that's it. Don't crank down on them. Everything's just snug. When you see it pulling in, you're pretty much right where you need to be. That's a little tight. Yep, that's it there. That's it, just snug. Whoop. Get one more over there. This one right here is the toughest one. That's it. This louver's in. Can't get my arm out. Yeah, I don't know how you big guys do it. Well, I know how you big guys do it. You got to take this panel off. So I get to cheat a little bit. So we're going to do the other side now. All righty? Let's go. Hold on a second, guys. Let's do this instead. Let's do the emblems, the script, the Camaro emblems on the fender right there. This way, we can get that done, and then we'll put the 307 emblem on the fender. And then this side's all done. So let me set this up right here, and I'm going to show you how I do it. All right, this is my emblem. This is my template right there. I'll set this right up into this corner right here, and even with this line. And these are the holes for my Camaro emblems. I'll put a little dot, a little dot. Those are all my marks right there for the Camaro emblem. But what I'll do is I'll put the emblem on because depending on the manufacturer and everything, some of them are different. But let me show you this right here. This right here. I wrote down all my sizes. Oh, wait, if you can see this. I wrote down all my sizes, 5/32 bit for this one right here. And it's a 1/4" bit for the SS emblems that go here. This one, this one, this one, and this one. So that's pretty much it. It's very, very simple. So now what I want to do, because I'll always check the emblems before I put them on. So now I just got to dig out the emblems. I'm putting new emblems on. I just got to dig them out. Let me see if I could find them. All righty. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. So I found the emblems. They're right here. The lefts and the rights, they're both the same. All right. And these are right here. If I can get them out of the bag with one hand. These are little push pins right there. What you do is you drill that hole. Like I say, it's a 5/32 hole that you drill out. Then you take this little pin. Oh, something else I did. I forgot to put the tape on here, so I had to redo it again. So once you drill this 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, you put these little push pins in. and then you take your emblem and it slides right in and it locks it into place and it doesn't let it come back out. So it's kind of like a, I've never tried to get them out once I put them in, because once they go in there, they're in there pretty tight. But I guess they could come back out. I guess you could kind of work them back out. But that's what I'm going to work on now. I'm going to set this up. Grab my flashlight right here. Right there. And then let me grab my glasses and my drill bits and everything, and we'll start on this, okay? Give me a minute. All right. Put this over here. Oh, you know what? I can put this here. Maybe right there. Ah, much better. Okay. Oh, also, guys, you'll see me walking around with a little bit of touch-up paint, because whenever I drill a hole, I'll always cover the fresh metal. I'll put some paint on there. All right, so that's what you see me doing with this little jar right here. Let's see what we can do with this now. I forgot what, a 5/64 bit. I believe it was. Let me check it again. Oh, 5/32 bit. Okay. All right, that's a 5/32 bit, so let me leave that bit up. And grab those little push pins. I think I'd be prepared for this. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Let's just check this again. Yeah, that's it. Those are the holes right there. Let me get my glasses. I tell you guys all the time, this is why I'm so skinny. I'm always getting up and down, getting up and down. You think I get it right the first time? Okay. Now, without ruining this, let's see if we can sort these out. All right, let's work our way up. All right, here we go. And this is how they go on. Just like this. Push them in. That's it. And they should that's pretty much it, So I like it. I forgot I made the extra tier. I wasn't putting the SS emblems on. So, all right. There you go. Now we got to do the 307 emblems up front, and that should be fun. I'm not looking forward to doing those, honestly, because we know we had some body work done on there, and it's skim coated. I pulled the dents out, but it's all a little dented here and there, just underneath there. It's skimmed very lightly, so I'm just nervous that I might just damage maybe some of the paint or something. I shouldn't, but it always makes me nervous. So that's done. Let's tackle this right here. All right. Hopefully this doesn't bite us in the butt. This is what makes me nervous. That's one. This is the one that makes me nervous here. Well, they both make me nervous, actually. There we go. So far, so okay. All right, guys, the emblem's on. So those packages that I ordered, they're here. So let me take care of those packages first, and I'll be right back. Okay. All right, guys, these are the wheels. I just got them today, so we're gonna throw these on here and see how it looks. Okay. I don't know if I showed you already how it looks. Well, you know what? Let's take a look. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to detail out the front over there. This way you can get in there, okay? Oh, here it is. All right, guys, it's the end of the day. What do you think of scraps so far? My son and I just threw the back bumper on really quick. I still have to do the louvers and the Camaro emblem and the 307 emblem. Got to put the wiper blades on, the antenna on the other side. Got to reupholster the seats and the carpet. I'm hoping to get that done tonight or tomorrow, right around there. Then it's just really going through the whole car. So did I ruin it? What do you think? Let me know. I figured just change it up a little bit. And it's Scraps is really coming together. It really is. So I was waiting on these right here. And this car is going to settle. Keep in mind, this car hasn't had any weight in it really since 1988. You know, there was no motor, no tranny. Well, there was a tranny, and it was a 3-speed piece of junk tranny in it. So this suspension is going to settle. The rear leaf springs, the multis, they're going to settle too. They're fairly new. Actually, those came off a 67 Camaro that I had built a few years back and sold the car, and a gentleman ended up changing the suspension. And he's like, hey, Al, you want the leaf springs? So I took the leaf springs back, and I had them sitting here probably for about a year. And we finally found a use for it. Don't forget, this car's got a 307 in it with a, I was looking for a 350, but it's got a 307 in it with a mild cam in it, with a 10-bolt, with a turbo 350 and a shift kit, and a 10-bolt with 373 gears. This car should be very, very spunky and very reliable. So, you know, that's the whole idea with this car. You know, this car, it's been sitting since '88. And I think since we got this car, I think we really moved this car a long way. It's going to be a great car for somebody to just drive and enjoy. Keep in mind, it's still an old car, you know. I always say, you can drive this car for 10 minutes and have a problem. You can drive it for 10 years and never have a problem. That's just how these old cars are. So, game plan for tomorrow. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta, let me show you a picture of Cali. Hold on, here we go. Yeah, so Cali's getting there also. Hopefully in about another, I'm going to say 2 weeks, Cali should be all done and back over here. So that's pretty much it. Oh, there's a couple of things here. This stripe right here, that's a stripe kit. I found it, I got it on eBay. And I think it was like $125 or something. This is it right here. I got to say, this is the company. I've ordered quite a few of these through the years, and this one I think is probably the best one I've gotten out of all the manufacturers so far, all the guys that are out there selling these things. It's actually pretty good. You saw how it goes on, and you know, I'm not really familiar with doing them. I've done them a couple of times, but after doing this one now, I think I have a pretty good idea on how to lay these down without any problems. And there was a couple of questions I had from a few guys. Some of the guys were asking me what kind of paint I used in the trunk. Here. For this trunk paint right here. This is, that's the number right there. That's what the can looks like. They put that QR code on there, I guess. I guess you might be able to get it. But here's the can. Stuff works great. It really, really does. And I'm not promoting anybody's brand, but if I find something that makes it easier for me and I think it's pretty good, I want to share with you guys. And this is what we used over at Mr. Wilson's when we did the headliner. And here it is right there. Also from Amazon. Like I say, I'm not promoting anything. I'm just trying to give you guys a shortcut to get to something that I think it works pretty well. You know, so as a matter of fact, I'm going to have some pictures of Mr. Wilson's car, that 68 Camaro that we were working on. That car's almost done. So as soon as it's done, he'll send me a video and I'll share with you guys, okay? So that's it. This was, like I say, I hated to do it to you guys, but listen, you don't get too many surprises in life, so let this one be a surprise. Alrighty, so like I say, I could babble forever. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and you guys take care of yourselves.